Congrats, you did it with Maverick, too, a deck that really has been a little off and on, more off than on in recent months. The last time I remember seeing it was Dave Dobrin played something very similar to Seattle Legacy Open, which was, I think a couple months ago. So what made you decide you wanted to play Maverick?
I mean, I just played it. I've been playing it for like more than a year, so it's an experience.
All right, so it's your Legacy deck, basically. It's the one you like to play?
I mean, I play a lot of like, Legacy decks, but Maverick's the one I play the most.
Okay, okay.
I mean, I won top 8 last open with Ant.
Sure.
I mean, you could say I could pick a deck to beat the metagame, but usually just picking the deck I'm more familiar with, more comfortable for the week.
Yeah, experience is worth a lot in these Legacy Opens. That's something I've definitely come to acknowledge. So over the course of the day, you got to play all your rounds pretty much, as based on the tournament size. What was your toughest matchup that you faced today?
Reanimator.
The finals?
Yeah.
Those games were so short too. I mean, you wouldn't really. It's not like you ground it out or whatever. You just it was like either you're dead or I'm dead, like immediately.
Yeah, like the Maverick deck against the fair decks, like there's a lot of interactions, so I feel it's have an advantage. Like the moment they make a misplay, I get to just take advantage of it.
Sure.
The Reanimator matchup or the Show and Tell matchups, they just like get their nuts going. I just don't have any way to interact. And I'm just dead.
Yeah, either they get you or you have exactly what you need. I think Thought Seizes have been a big part of adding the legs to Maverick in those matchups.
I mean, if I could go back, I'd add another one. So before, the reason I have it too because I'm so used to playing a bunch of fair decks, like the Fall Seasons never come in.
Okay.
But then, like the more I play, like Show and Tell, like Storm decks, like you just want something to do on turn 1 that's not just playing a Mana Dork or other runes.
Right, because especially if they're on the play, they're actually threatening to just kill you.
Yeah, turn 2. That's what happened. Like, so in the last round, in finals today, he went turn 2 Gristle ran both games 1 and 2. But luckily, I got really lucky game 2 when I had a Caracas naturally drawn.
Yeah, the naturally drawn Caracas was a huge game. It basically forced him into a really awkward spot. He had a tense decision on whether to draw 7 or not, because if he draws 7 and can't get rid of the Death Red Shaman, he's dead.
Right, but I mean, just something for viewers. Like, if you want to avoid that situation, I think it's better just play more Fall Seasons in my sideboard.
Sure.
Because the odds are there probably be a lot more people playing combo decks. Because I think the metagame, like all these mid-range decks like Stoneblade, Maverick, Bug, like they're all playing trying to like outdo each other in fair strategy. So you can just like trump it just by playing like Show and Tell or like Storm.
Sure, I think that makes a lot of sense. I know Esper Deathblade has a little bit of trouble against these new mono blue Enter the Infinite decks that are definitely cropping up. Game 1 is just like a slaughtering. So, well, it's been a long day, Jack. Congratulations to you and all of your fellow gamers at Redcap's Corner. A good weekend for Redcap's Corner. 3 of them in the top 4, so impressive showing from a local store. I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to the booth. Matthias and Joey will close you guys out and get you ready for GP Miami.
All right, yeah, so we've had quite the weekend. Very, very cool decks we've seen in both Standard and Legacy. It's always exciting to have these SCG Live, SCG Open weekends. Lots of Magic to play, lots of Magic to watch. We want to thank everybody who showed up to the event yesterday, showed up today, showed up just to play inside events, hang out, trade, all kinds of stuff going on at these events. And we want to thank everybody that came out. We want to thank the judge staff who kept things running very, very smoothly, the coverage staff, Choi and Jesse, and of course Glenn. Want to thank the Philadelphia Convention Center, the city of Philadelphia. Love it here. Very cool market right across the street to get things to eat on our breaks, which is always a huge always